still trying to figure out what this part is for.
Right there, there's more coffee.
Maybe what is this part?
Your nose. So you can have a big nose and it doesn't
Oh,
interfere.
With the light.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, Thomas? Oh.
He needs to see him. He's trying to get as not seeing the outside world as possible.
Why?
So he can fall into a deep, what are they called? Sensory deprivation sleep as he can.
Yeah, that's how you hallucinate.
I thought it was just to make the room dark, but Annie gets all extreme.
You're welcome.
Annie married an alligator one time, so doesn't surprise me.
When she met a mountain man, gave her his job.
I bit his nose off, and then I got married to the alligator.
How did you bite? Where does his nose qualify at?
When he was crawling, he was gonna bite Pam. I bit his nose off, and then he loved me, and we got married.
All right, well, I feel really good about all this.
Yeah, but do you think you're good for your job?
So, yay! Merry Christmas!
Yay! Merry Christmas!
Yay!
Mom gave me laundry and dishes. It's like chores.
She's just keeping up, making sure that you're doing your work and your part.
And Michelle's snack treat were dog treats.
Yeah, my popcorn was your dog treat dish.
Wow, Mom can only give me dishes, but not food.
Exactly. And you got you got a tree that just looked like a wreath. That's as close as I could get. I tried to find a little tree, but it just didn't work out. Sorry, I didn't get you. They actually had Survivor ones, like zombie apocalypse ones.
Huh?
Mom got me this card game therapy thing.
It's not therapy. It's not therapy. It just asks questions.
Yeah, that sounds like a therapist to me.
It's asking questions. Just general questions.
Hey, Andy, maybe put down my switchboard.
Ugh!
This is so cute, and it's such a beautiful green.
Oh, yay!
I was worried it was going to cling when I put it in here, but as soon as I put it in, it was good.
Yeah, isn't it
Ooh,
nice?
Annie, is that an exposed shoulder I see?
Yay!
Oh my.
Couldn't tell. She's so pale.
All right, Thomas. Let's pretend we're family for a second and do therapy.
I don't have therapy. Poor family.
Oh, God.
Okay, lighthearted for couples, friends, and family. So it's the yellow one, or tannish one.
All right.
Deeper questions for family, couples, and friends. Blue. Relationship for couples. Red or orange.
Mm-hmm.
And intimate for couples 18 plus. Black.
Sorry.
You want to take this with you to Mike?
Ew.
Ew. You, David. All right. I want to do the lighthearted because that's the most.
Lighthearted. Get to know the other person in a way that is comfortable without being vulnerable. No pressure. Simply ask them a question and see how their answer unfolds.
Michelle's making funny faces at you, Mom. What else is new? Oh no, hi, Poppy.
Can you hear him boofing?
We could earlier. Ooh. I'm sorry, Mother.
All right, Michelle. What fictional character would you have tea with?
Would I have tea, like drama? Or T is in who I would gossip to.
I think
It doesn't elaborate. It could be drink. It could be drama, gossip. Whatever you feel fits your mindset right now.
What fictional character?
Yeah.
The persona that Atlas thinks he has. That's the one I would have tea with.
It's fair, it's fair.
Mom, what was the first movie you remember seeing in theaters?
The first movie I remember seeing in the theater was E.T. No.
You went to
it was-
theater to see E.T.?
These are your treats. You get to eat as many as you want today.
I think it
Oh,
was
yeah.
Land of the Lost.
Oh, eat it.
You ever seen that? It is iconic, like
Survive the test. Oh, bad.
yeah, that kind of iconic bad.
All right, Thomas, this is very prevalent for you. What recent book has had kept you enthralled?
What the hell the name is?
What's it about?
Dude Return to the Past.
Japanese? Chinese?
Korean.
Korean?
Wanting to murder or basically take revenge against the family that betrayed him. Has terminal cancer.
Hopefully they cure it in the story.
I met some time on it.
Yes, because that's not the trash bag.
I thought, what?
Exactly. Those are just gift bags. We save them. These are the same gift bags we've used for like 4 years.
Michelle,
Mm-hmm.
do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Do you believe in ghosts?
If I do it to men, I believe in it.
That kind of ghosting, Michelle.
I don't know the answer to some of these.
Thomas, quit cheating. Reading
Well,
it.
I'm looking at one I can give Amy, and I'm like, I already know the answer to that.
It's fun because I don't know the answer. That's how I get to know my children because they hide things from me.
Well, stop being so strict and we won't have to hide anything from you.
Oh my God, I am like the least strict parent on earth.
I'm literally in Oklahoma right now. I don't want to hear it.
I'm the good one. I keep telling myself.
Yes, between all 6 of my parents that I've had in my life, you are the best.
I'm the good one, see? It's
Yeah,
all working out.
A good mom would have gotten me a sewing machine. I wouldn't have to get it myself.
Oh my God. I did get you one.
Remember the year my big gift was a giant skeleton?
Literally, Amy, most of these I already know the answer to for you. 'Cause,
Well,
like,
good. I'm glad you guys about each other quietly to yourselves. It's
Annie.
ridiculous.
Amy, would you rather order in or eat out? Why? I know that answer.
Michelle, what crime would you commit if you could get away with it?
Oh God. Alexa, this is hypothetical. Go on.
All right.
You know those
Now,
that federal crime where if you crash an airplane and you can't like clean it up because they have to like do a thing? I would do that.
you would crash a plane?
So,
Michelle's got big.
so not bank robbery.
My
Okay.
favorite thing is purge. Everyone's doing Michelle's like, why kill people individually when you can crash an entire plane?
Who's on a plane during the purge?
Yes! Excellent question.
Well,
Anyway,
at least I had to learn how to fly a plane, and then if I crashed it and I cleaned up the mess, like that
Some of
one
these are-
YouTuber, I could get away with it, and I wouldn't be in trouble. I would be okay.
all right, Michelle, who do you think you look more like, your mom or your dad?
I've been told I look a lot like mom, but I feel like the more that I live in Oklahoma, the more I look like dad.
Like dad?
Well, I mean, she does seem paler.
Oh no.
She's losing hair.
Mom, question for you. Same question. Who do you feel like you look more like? Your mom or your dad?
My mom. My mom, definitely. Who you look like, it's not who you act like or whose behaviorism.
What strange compliment have you received? I'll tell you mine. Someone told me they loved my tattoo. My necklace.
Your tattoo?
Yeah, they were like, "Oh my god, I love your tattoo. It looks like it hurt though." And I was like, "Oh, this isn't a tattoo."
Look, I can move it. Sometimes I wear it on my wrist.
And they were like,
Yeah.
That's funny.
I
Gosh,
had
I
a
don't
guy
even-
follow me around Sprouts, and he goes, "I really like your legs."
Oh my god. He's a pedophile. He follows children.
Shell, who do you look up to the most?
Shut up!
Like little,
I'm not
all the
sure.
people.
Yeah, I went through this whole list I have over here. Nothing in it was.
Thomas.
Thomas, if you could rename yourself, what would you pick?
Why, Troy?
Really, Troy? It's not a bad name.
That's a good name. That's solid. Solid name. It's a
Andy,
little
what would you
modern.
rename yourself?
I really like Annette, actually. I get comments on it because it's such a rare name.
When I was a little girl, I introduced myself to this girl and said, "My name is Charlene, but I really wish my name was Marlene."
Is that true?
And her name was Marlene. Because I'm such a dork. I heard the name and I didn't realize it was her, but I was like, "Yeah, my name is Charlene, but I really wish it was
Can
Marlene."
I have your name?
I literally changed the letter. I'm so dorky. I don't even like Marlene. I don't like Marlene.
All right, how about you, Shell? Would you change your name?
Oh my god.
She's like, C's are so out of date. M's are way in.
Michelle, what's your name? What's your new name? What would you name yourself?
Slut. No. I don't know. I'm okay with Michelle, I guess. I've never really wanted to change my name.
I don't know. I like calling her Shell, though.
Or Baby Shell.
Baby Shell.
Little Shell.
Little Shell.
Marlene.
Marlene sounds so old.
I don't even know what the hell I was going for, man. Oh yeah, I didn't want to be like Christine or Amanda.
Abigail.
Yeah.
I want to be Charlotte. I want to be Marley.
Yeah, that way I wouldn't have to learn, too much new spelling. Dork.
I feel like you
Alright.
you need to have like the Midwestern Oklahoma updo, and you're like, "My name's Marlene." You smoking a marble?
Oh my god, smoking a pack of Marlboros.
Oh, God.
My name's
All right.
Marlene.
Question for everyone, starting with Michelle.
Uh-oh.
If you were a teacher at a school, what subject would you teach?
Oh, probably math. But I'm not good
You
at math, so we're learning together.
Be like, do you guys get this? I don't get this.
Oh my god.
All right, Thomas, what would you teach? Uh-oh, Thomas, Michelle's running out of battery.
It's fine. It's fine.
You need to hit the okay because she's frozen.
She's fading.
Oh my god. What subject would I teach? Teach driver's ed.
Really?
It's the one thing I'd probably be able to teach decently.
It's fair.
Promise you think you can drive?
I never said I could drive. I could just tell you how to.
You go, "You're not supposed to do that," as the car slipped over in a ditch.
Yeah, basically.
That's wrong. Fail.
Yeah. So no.
What about you, Mom? What would you teach if you were a teacher?
Well, in real life, I taught guns.
But you're in a school.
All right, I'm in a school, so I
Yeah,
would
Mom,
teach
that's strictly not allowed in school.
That's not true.
Exactly. Well, not legally, but that doesn't mean they're not there. I would teach finance.
You teach like a finance math class.
I either would teach finance or I would teach like an adult life kind of class.
Like a home ec.
Yeah,
Like class.
make me a
Dirty mom.
how to
Basic living 101.
Breathe air. Drink water.
What would you teach, Annie?
The only thing I know,
Art.
first aid. I'd teach a health ec class, but I would teach you your body, your anatomy, and first aid.
I was thinking you would do
Yeah, so
elementary school art.
He was gonna teach art. That's
Aw,
awesome.
I mean, I could do art.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
The thing is like, it depends on what year I'm doing art.
That's why I said
know,
elementary
it does
school.
depend on what year. Finance. is
Elementary
definitely not
art,
a
middle
second.
school art, totally fun. High school,
Well, I mean, you expect me to be Shell to be teaching trigonometry? I don't think so.
I
We're
really
learning
expect-
together.
We're learning together.
Someone here has to be good at math, and it's not me.
See, this is fun. I knew it'd be fun.
What is happening?
Nothing.
I'm looking at
We're
cards.
reading.
You're in my lap now because the
All right,
battery's about to
Mom.
die.
Because you always do them. What is your least favorite household chore?
Taking Atlas on a walk.
My least favorite chore. Well, it used to be ironing, so I gave that up a long time ago. So. Yeah, do you ever see me iron?
Mom, no.
I saw the twins iron when we would go to the Sullivan's house. They'd literally pull out the thing and do it in their clothes before they put it
Yeah,
on.
but I think if you hang up your stuff properly, you don't have to iron anything. So I hate ironing. Probably cleaning like the bathroom, toilets and stuff. I hate that.
Really? Is it germ things?
It's just because it's so dirty, and it makes me smell.
Okay.
What about you? If you were to do a chore? Yeah, you guys don't even do anything. So what do you know?
What do I know? But you know what I don't like? Vacuuming.
Really?
Yeah. I'd rather Swiffer everything than ever vacuum.
But it's upsets Schmitty.
I know.
They both upset Schmitty.
And it
What's the
also
difference?
upsets me.
Yeah,
But
what
like,
cloud? Vacuuming is like one of my favorite things.
Yeah. How can you not like a vacuum? It's like it sets up all the.
I'd actually rather clean the bathroom than vacuum.
Oh my god. Weirdos.
I'd rather dust.
Mine?
Do you hate the dishes or something?
Thomas is like, I
Honestly?
hate being here.
He's like, you guys have to like think Figment what chores might be. At least Michelle and I actually do them.
I don't really have one that I dislike.
All of them? You hate all of them?
He hates all of them equally.
You know, the one I'd never do, pick up the dog's poop.
And nobody does that but me.
I know. Great.
I pick up dog
Okay.
poop.
Well, I meant you and me around here. Yeah, the kids don't do anything. No one's kidding. You do it because you have your own household.
Michelle,
What?
name something that bores you.
That bores me?
Yeah.
The answer to your questions.
Oh!
I'm
Be
so
more
sad.
creative.
I
No,
just wanted to know what
something
bores you.
that bores me. Living alone is very boring. Whenever you guys aren't on and I'm just at home, I just like walk around my house and talk to Atlas like he's a human.
Oh,
I get it.
how about you, Mom? What bores you?
Like watching sports.
You still
like,
date
on
Mike.
TV. Oh, it's boring. So I'll read.
That's totally fair.
She'll read the TV, she'll put the TV on mute and put on subtitles.
No, she means like she'll pull out her phone and start reading while the sports is on the TV.
The sport.
What bores you?
What bores me? Uh, Competitiveness, I guess.
Repetitive? Like you don't like a.
I don't know if you noticed, Danny, but the reason I change games so many times is because I get bored of doing the same thing.
That's fair.
Yeah, winning.
Well, I mean, that is true. It gets boring when you win too easy. That's why I never liked fighting bots.
That's why I love the Mythic Plus with us because it's such a struggle to win,
Yeah.
and we get so happy and hyped when we do win.
And yet Robert still doesn't want to join us.
Monster Hunter was really fun,
It was really fun.
except for I got really frustrated because it was really hard to solo.
Don't solo. Add some randos. Don't actually do that. That's
I
creepy.
hated the randos, and also some of them were like it felt like they were hacking.
Did you actually play with randos?
One time
Weird.
they joined on accident. I was like, "Oh God, it's open!" And some guy had the gun thing, and he just plowed through everything. It made it. It was like, yay! But I didn't even get to do anything. All right, surprise time, Mom. We have to go to karaoke. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Hmm. Rocket Man by Elton John.
Really?
That sounds good.
Oh, okay.
I think I just saw it the other day on some show. They were singing it.
It's a good song. Michelle, what would your be go-to karaoke song?
Sugar, We're Going Down Swinging by Fall Out Boy.
Ah, you know what? That actually very much fits my image of you. Thomas?
Lemon Tree.
Oh my God, that would be my song. You already know my song.
One I know I could sing right off the bat would be Little Bitty.
You know what? That's fair. You know the lyrics. And you could totally like, that's all right.
Be Little Bitty.
Have you done anything illegal and have you gotten away with it?
Legally, I'm not going to answer.
Well, I mean, according to the card earlier, rob a bank.
Oh no. No, but have you done anything illegal?
I mean, run a light once or twice. I don't know.
You ran a light.
It
Mom,
turned
go
yellow.
back
Like, am I gonna make it? I'll make it. And it's red, and it's like, well, I'm still making it.
Our family was on edge.
Even though there were like
So-
6 cars stopped in front of him, he still made it.
I know. I still made it.
I illegally read books.
Annie, I'm the one who showed you the site.
I know.
Carried guns to the places, you know.
Yeah, like church.
Schools.
Her work.
I carried it into the bank.
And this one says, "What is your earliest memory?" And it's, "Mom, wipe my butt."
Oh my God. Michelle, do you have an earliest memory?
I remember screaming and yelling at everyone and getting into fights.
I remember.
So that was yesterday. That's as you only have a short-term memory.
I remember mine.
What?
Me and Michelle in the back room back when it was both of our rooms, and I was in like a bed, and she was across from me, and it was just nighttime, and I was trying to fall asleep in bed, and I was staring at her, and I was whispering. She didn't really talk back. She was sleeping, and I was really mad because I was like awake and bored.
Oh my God.
One of the other early memories I have is at Dad's house. You know, Dad had that one weird device that you clicked through. and it had like the owl that would show up on the wall.
Yeah.
I remember all of us laying in our room being really bored as I clicked through it.
We brought that from Oklahoma, like like mom's room. We used to play with it all the time. I remember we slept in the boys' room. Like everyone in there, but we just used that the green flashlight that played animal noises, and you could put projected animals on the wall. We just were fascinated by it all night.
That's funny.
I remember a really early memory whenever Dad was living at the apartments. All three of us were laying in the bedroom, and Dad was sleeping on the couch. And I remember one of us had a flashlight, and we were doing animal puppets, because Thomas couldn't sleep, like shadow puppets. I remember that.
I do too.
Aw.
I remember Annie could do the dog, and I would just like try to contort my tiny fingers. I still can't do it, but
The reason I could do it is because Miss Rita Baker's son showed me how to do it. Boomer, their dog, was obsessed with shadow puppet things. So he would do it on the wall, and the dog would freak out and chase it. So he showed us how to do it. So then when we went to Dad's house, I knew how to do it.
You're so experienced.
I'm so knowledgeable. The way the neighbor showed me how to do something.
but I remember specifically Thomas couldn't sleep. Robert was getting irritated. And then I peed myself that night. And no one knew.
Aw.
I always had to sleep on the outer side of the bed because I was the oldest. So I always slept on the outside. So dangerous. Well, because Michelle was a violent sleeper.
So was I.
We're small. I didn't
You're
know
just a
that.
rotating sleeper.
You're
like
a
you wake
rotisserie
up,
sleeper.
like diagonal.
And Michelle was like up, and she would have like all of her limbs in like a star. I'd be like, Michelle, I want room.
Annie, do you remember when we were living with Uncle Artie and Aunt Andy? And you were like, if you get over the middle of the bed, I'm gonna tickle you. And I remember sleeping one night, and I woke up to you tickling me, and I wanted to cry so bad.
Oh my god, Annie, that's horrible. It's like torture.
It takes me forever to go to sleep. And she kept waking me up.
Annie
I am
literally
a
said, I'm
rotating.
gonna tickle you if you come anywhere near me when I sleep.
I'm gonna be beaten.
All right, Mom. What are the 3 animals you love the most? Not specific animals like Schmitty and Wes, but like animals.
Oh, I love dogs.
You like dogs?
I like cute cats.
You like Kit Kats?
I never knew I knew cat bars. I love them so much. And I don't know, I must love fish because it's very soothing for me.
Any particular kind of fish? Like seahorses, jellyfish?
Don't be staring at her food.
Yeah.
He's
That's a
licking
good
his chops,
question,
Annie.
but, like all of the fish. I love going to the aquarium. I love looking at all the fish.
Joe, do you want to come back so we can go to the aquarium again?
Yeah. I can. Just let me save up some vacation. I'll take a week off.
Then Mom can take us to Baltimore.
Yeah, Mom.
Yeah, Mom, you
take
drive.
us.
Again.
Well, if Mom's not driving, Uncle Anthony has to drive.
I'd love to. But we also did that on our way to Nashville. Remember, Thomas? We stopped at
The
did that.
Cascades.
Well, we tried to do that.
The horse lady stopped us.
And then stop wiping it on the couch.
I don't want my spot cat.
Exactly. So pick another thing. Like
Here, Annie, the pillow.
God, stop it.
Hey, at least you picked the good pillow to wipe it on instead of this pillow.
No, she's got a fuzzy one right beside her.
All right, surprise. Michelle, you have to get a new tattoo. What would it be and where would you put it?
Why is that surprise? Or do you act like I haven't planned out more tattoos?
No, it's suddenly like I have a gun to your head. Get a new tattoo or else. Where is it going to go and what is it?
I'm gonna get Maple and Geyser right above my arm vagina. Like, right here.
Oh, like a
Like
like a
one on
picture?
each arm. So I have one arm, the things that like give me life, like things that make my life feel so much better, and things that I've had to sacrifice. So like this match, it's a burnt out match with my lit candle. So I would put maple on the one with the burnt match, and I would put geyser on my other arm.
Oh, I love that. Where would Atlas go?
He's gonna go on my chest, or I'm gonna get a big portrait on my back.
You don't want to put him on your foot?
Just make sure you go to a good artist. Boy, have I seen some ugly portraits.
Oh, I was gonna say yeah.
What is your
Actually-
favorite? What is your
Actually, I was
favorite?
gonna
method,
go
Dad?
to Marlene for it.
What is your favorite memory of Dad?
Mallory knows my
When I
favorite.
moved out. Forever.
I was gonna say probably when he bought Mazio's. I'm a simple person.
So Thomas broke his face back in the day. I remember that day quite vividly.
I don't.
So anyway, Mrs. Mann came and picked us up, and then Dad came and picked us up from her, and we stayed the night at Dad's. And he said we're gonna go to the hospital and see Mom, and make sure she's feeling okay. And we went to the hospital, all of us, and we saw Thomas, and he was all sutured up, and Mom, and you were calmer, and you were just kind of like holding Thomas, and you were looking at his face. So he was like, "All right, I'm gonna take Annie."
I was calm the whole time.
Yeah, probably.
I really was, because I'm calm when it comes to those kind of emergencies. You break down later.
Calm as in you weren't strict. You were very mad. My memory of you is always being scared of you because you were very mad.
Oh, really?
Not all the time, but certain moments you were like, "You were this, you're that. Oh my god, everybody around it. All right, this way." So yeah, we were in the hospital, so you were very like, "You don't move. You stand there. You don't touch anything." So we're like. So anyway, the siblings, by siblings I mean Michelle and Robert, had to go home with Mom, and I got to stay with Dad because Mom needs the extra help, so he was going to help by taking me, and then after
The
a
oldest
day,
and the most capable of helping.
and after that, he was going to switch and take the two kids and then leave me with Mom to help with Thomas. I remember this very vividly because we went to Arby's, and that's the first time I've ever been alone with Dad. We went to Arby's, and then we went home and we watched. Oh my god. It was like Replanet Earth or something. It was a really bad sci-fi movie. I loved it. And if you look at it to this day, it's got horrible reviews. Dad was really mad at it too. He was like, "What the hell is this?" And he was like, "No, I want something else." I was like, "No."
Don't do that to me.
I'm like 5. I like this.
I think mine was when we came back for the 50th. Your dad and I could always jitter, and he was trying to teach my sisters how to dance.
Oh,
It was fun.
I was gonna say Dad is a good dancer. You can't say he's not one. He did not get me with the dancing ability. Neither did you.
All I have to say is the one time they taught dance class in PE and everyone was really annoyed or didn't want to do it because it would be embarrassing, they took my group into health class at that point. So I came back and they're like, we all did dance, and I was like, good for you.
Oh, I got lucky because Mom, we were coming back from Dad's, and Mom had us take 2 extra days off because of the transition or whatever. So the 2 days we took off, I missed.
Oh no, that's why you can't dance to this day.
That's okay. Look at all the intimate partners I've had that I'm totally missing out on the dancing.
I know Mom's answer to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a lie about you that your friends believe? She's a pilot.
She's a cheerleader.
That's right. That is so funny. My first successful one. It's like, what the heck, people? Can you tell them
museum right now.
at a museum? Oh.
That mom's obsessed with those hotheads and bacon because of the Facebook posts.
People are silly. That's right. And
What about you,
fireballs.
Annie? All of the friends that you have, how many lies do they believe?
All of them.
The problem is I don't really tell people things,
I know.
so there's not much to lie about.
Usually assumptions.
I think the only assumption people might have is that mom had all 8 of us. Because I'll tell people
I have 7, so
I have 7 siblings, and so that they'd be like, "Oh wow, that's a lot," and they never really clarify further than that.
Oh, a lot of people believe
I say I have
There's
7 siblings. My dad is a whore.
other dad. You have a different dad.
Sorry, mom. I guess if people ask, you might have had all of us.
Right, but I think a lot of people assume you are not. You're from a
Yeah,
different.
Johnny's my
relationship.
dad.
Yeah.
It's not true. We took the 23andMe. You're my full brother.
Mhm.
It's like
That's true. There's so many.
Thomas took the DNA test.
Hey, all I have to say is I got an email recently and it says you have 26 new relatives.
Dad's getting busy.
Ew.
Or has been busy.
All right, Shell. What's a lie people believe about you?
I don't lie, so
No, that's a lie people believe
a
about
lot of
you.
people, for some reason, at work, think that I'm like a really popular online dominatrix.
Hell yeah. It's a really odd niche, but you know what? Own it.
Because I make jokes about sleeping with people because of the people that I've slept with. And then I'm like, yeah, no, I don't really like that. And they're like, oh, so you're like a dom. And I'm like, no, but okay. And they're like, I bet you have one of those OnlyFans where you whip men. And I'm like, sure, why not?
And that's why I live in this apartment complex.
I work at Amazon.
Well, the one the coworkers probably believe the most right now is that I'm half Filipino. I told them I'm part Filipino. Or that I am Filipino, not
Yeah, I
Hispanic.
get that a lot.
I say half, even though I'm only like 38%.
I say part, and people believe half too.
See, I tell
But
people that I'm Filipino and they go, oh, I thought you were white. And I go, yeah, I am.
You'd be like, man, I thought so too until I saw my grandma.
Well,
Why she
I
look
mean,
different?
I get people that just speak to me in Spanish and I go, I got no idea what you're saying. And they're like, damn it.
I know,
I
I'm
see
trying to learn Spanish right now.
And have come up to me and wanting desperately me to be able to translate for them. And I'm so sad that I can't do it. Oh, I'm sorry.
I did it.
Did you break it?
I did.
No, we didn't. The whole point is it comes apart.
I did.
All right, Michelle, when you were 10 years old, what career did you want?
I wanted to be a nurse, a doctor, or a neurosurgeon.
Really?
Yep. And then I realized that I don't do well with gore.
You know what? You're same as me. You know what I really wanted to be?
Hmm.
A lawyer. Because of Legally Blonde.
I love that.
You know what I'm really bad with?
Speaking.
Confrontation. I afraid people so hard. The lawyer starts yelling at me.
We're gonna have to call Robert and do these questions.
Thomas, what about you?
I don't think I had a career I wanted to be when I was 10.
Really?
Yeah?
You don't want to be a firefighter?
Mm-mm.
You didn't want to be an army man? For the longest time, you wanted to be a dinosaur. Remember? And you
No, I don't.
You get so mad. She'd be so mad because you cannot be a dinosaur. I'm like, Annie, just let him be a little kid.
Annie, what the hell?
Why?
To keep her siblings based in reality. She wanted to be a lawyer.
Anyway,
guys.
I'm gonna go be a
Holding up her
lawyer.
case.
Legally, you're not allowed to be a dinosaur. I said so. Yeah, I guess Mom's probably right. Probably the army.
Because he was always going to be an army man.
You kept singing about army men and killing them in the woods.
No,
No, those were his friends. He didn't kill them.
They just got lost.
they got lost in the woods, Annie. And a lot of dogs came out.
There was a lot going on.
They were
there.
puppies, though, so it wasn't that like they were like transformed into dogs. Obviously. Shell, do you like my fidget toy?
Very loud.
Mom,
It is.
what childhood toy was your
It
favorite?
spins.
Ooh. Well, I carried around this little teddy bear, and he was kind of like orangey. I slept with him for the longest time. So that was a thing. And then he got ripped, like in his crotch area, and my mom put some pants on him.
Aw.
But then I had this dog, this show called Benji. And so I got a Benji dog for Christmas. And it had like a zipper on him, so you could put stuff in the little pocket and zip it. And I loved Benji. And then I had dolls called Flatsies. Flatsies? Yeah, so it was a little family of dolls, and they were flat. And they were just called Flatsies.
Aw. That's adorable.
I don't even, we're gonna have to Google Flatsies and see if we can find them again.
Yeah. All right, Shell. What was your favorite childhood toy? Uh-oh. Mom, she's got it.
Oh,
I mean, he's missing a nose for a reason if you think about it.
she would bite his nose.
What's happening?
They carry him around. She kept her hands free though.
I like it because
Nice.
it's 1997 and it's not even my birth year. It's Robert's.
Yeah, but that was just the Christmas, that was the year she gave it to you. Isn't that from Aunt Marcia?
I have no idea. I don't even know where I got it. I just
I gave you, or is it Aunt Marcia gave
I
you?
just
I
remember
have no
trying really hard and biting off his nose, and then you put it in your desk drawer, and then I kept asking you to put the nose back on, and you were like, later, later. And then I kept going to the desk drawer, and then I tried to, like, because there's a little black fold right here, I tried to snap it back in, and I ended up losing the nose.
Shell lost the nose, so you could never put it back on because it was gone.
Well, how are we gonna put it on anyway?
I have no clue.
Later.
She's gonna bite it back off again.
You little
Mom,
black velvet nose.
Or did Aunt Marcia give you an actual Build-A-Bear bear, and I gave you that?
I think
That used to be a popular thing where you get a bear with the Christmas year on it.
It's cute. It's got a sweater.
I don't know what's happening with
Has a
Shell.
little Christmas sweater on it.
It's so fitting for this time of year.
I know. I'm surprised it's still holding up.
Well, do you bite it when you carry it around?
Sometimes.
Thomas, what about you?
Yeah, what was your favorite toy?
Beaverly.
Beaverly.
Oh, I thought we were talking about stuffed animals.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever your favorite stuffed animal was, or favorite childhood toy. Whether it be, like a.
What was Beaverly?
Beaverly is the beaver I got from Great Wolf Lodge. As in the name.
Yeah, I know. You're just like Pam.
I played with my Legos with him.
Horrible.
He
killed a lot of people.
I think the little
Ugly
Kiwi
animal.
one, the little not Build-A-Bear, but the little Beanie Baby beanie or Kiwi. I think that was.
Oh, that was Robert.
That was Robert's.
Yeah, I think that would have been Robert's. We're gonna have to do this again with him.
Right? I remember him carrying that thing around everywhere.
Annie, what is yours?
Well, it depends on what age you're asking. I loved Barney.
I was gonna
Like
say, I
a-
remember playing with your Barney toy once, and you absolutely threw a fit.
Don't touch my Barney.
Oh my God! Now she's.
Mom! Anyway, Barney was my favorite for the longest time. And then Robert put his penis on it.
Oh, Barney.
Yes! Oh, Scooby. Robert just kept trying to take Barney because it was a dinosaur. Which made me mad.
As she was.
Then I had my favorite Barbie doll, which was the brown-haired, curly one that had a horse.
Annie was almost a horse girl.
I actually wasn't a horse girl. I just really liked that Barbie. Because she was the only brunette Barbie I had. It was her, Esmeralda, and all the blonde Barbies. Which I thought were stupid. We got one of those Indian girl Barbies that I kind of liked because her dress was really pretty. But anyway, I kept opening all the collector dolls that you guys kept getting. And Aunt Marcia got really mad at me. So then all the really nice ones afterwards that were brunette, I was never allowed to open.
You can play with them now if you want.
They have no value. Why do I keep them in the box? But anyway, Mom took that Barbie and she let me make it, or she made it into a cake one year. I remember that. And then she lost her head. And then Mom glued it on, and it never was the same because you couldn't turn her head when you played with it. Which,
See, which is why it's best that Michelle's animal has no nose. Because once you glue it back on, it ruins everything.
so rude.
I remember that. How you wanted that Barbie fix so bad.
You know one
I
thing.
couldn't find a Barbie that looked like her that matched it.
You know
They
one.
don't make Barbies that look like her.
You know one thing I know Mom never did for me.
Guys. Is the deck the roll?
Shush. Hey, no.
Schmitty, hey, shut up. You know one thing Mom never did for me, but she said she would.
Oh no.
On my second grade field trip, I had that one camo that you take pictures with, and you have to get the photos filmed out. You never got my photos for me, Mom.
God. We probably still have the camera.
I don't know where it is. It's probably in the old Toyota. Gonna be honest.
We need to find a camera and develop them.
But you know, my secret favorite toys is back when Mom had all those
Did you
Beanie
drink
Babies.
the one that was in the refrigerator already?
Yeah.
There is no camo in the refrigerator, Mom.
No, Mom had the box of Beanie Babies in her room. And we weren't really allowed to play with them because she was doing her Beanie Baby selling stuff. And there were dragons in there, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And a unicorn. And I was like, Mom, can we play with it? And you had two of the little red dragons. It had like a green body with red wings, and one white one. And I was so mad that I wasn't allowed to keep it because you were trying to sell it or something.
I sold so much of that stuff. Yeah, I know, but look how much I still have. I like sold.
Yeah, we have one.
Yeah, but we made money on that.
Not anymore.
Yeah, but back in the
Playing with
day.
it, Mom. Absolutely not.
What'd she say?
I said Annie's playing with it.
Oh, that's probably the crime she got away with,
Murdering the person who took her Beanie Baby.
playing with all the Beanie Babies.
I mean, I've done a couple HIPAA violations before, but nothing, nothing super bad.
Crime worthy, jail worthy.
All right,
Annie,
Mom.
your stuff's in his way. He can't lay down.
Oh,
Oh, buddy. Here we go. Now you can lay down.
don't you like those warmers?
Of course I do. And it's huge.
Yeah, it's so much bigger than the other one that I got. When I got that one in the mail from Amazon, I was like, "What? This is ridiculous."
The
This
cow.
is like for
Yeah,
little
he's so
teeny tiny-
little.
It's like it's for tiniest boo boo.
See?
Oh, Wesley, you're so handsome. All right, Mom.
On the most comfortable bed.
What are you afraid of? No. I mean, you're afraid of many things.
Yeah.
Birds.
being in a small space.
Yeah, I'm claustrophobic. I don't like
Heights.
fire. Oh, height.
Mm.
Yeah.
Don't give Mom
Zombies.
too much space, but don't give her too little space. Mom likes space just right.
Oh my god, I'm Goldilocks.
All right, Thomas, what are you afraid of? I don't think you're afraid of the dark because you want to be blindfolded. You're not afraid of needles.
Torture.
Something. I mean, like I don't think anyone wants to be tortured, but like, does that mean you're just averse to pain?
I'm fine with pain. You've seen me hit myself against stuff and
Yeah, I was like,
whatever.
it's not like crippling.
What about you, Annie? Let Thomas think.
You already know I'm afraid of driving. I have a huge fear of driving. And it's one thing to go to like work. It's another thing to go to like the airport.
Airport.
Is she scared of dragons or is she scared of flying?
No, driving a car.
I thought you said dragons. I was like, where are you meeting dragons?
No, my fear is more practical and grounded.
What about Lotion?
But Shell, what about you? What do you fear?
Atlas running away forever, and I don't know whatever happens to him. That's my
She
biggest
loves that.
fear.
Keep him on a leash.
Well, you say that, but Maple died randomly. And it's been like my biggest fear every time I go to work that I'm gonna come home and Atlas is just
Aw.
That was really sad. We kept talking about her afterwards.
Yeah, I know.
yeah. It's okay. He's
How
playing with Geyser now.
How old is Atlas now?
He's about the same age as our pups.
Yeah, I got him 9 days after you guys got yours.
Dogs live longer though.
Yeah, he has a lifespan of at least 13 to 15 years. But with his
Yeah,
health
she'll-
issues, and he has congestive heart failure, so.
Ugh. That.
What are you doing, brother?
Yeah,
I got
Weston's
hearing
got
it.
something wrong with him, but we don't know what it is.
What's the
All
next
right.
one?
All right, Michelle.
Hmm.
Imagine you could replace any part of your body with part of an animal, and what would you choose?
My dick.
You don't have one.
Exactly.
What? What animal would you trade parts with?
I really like the way that cow eyes look with their eyelashes. But I don't want them on the side of my head.
She wants those big cow eyes. Oh, with the eyelashes.
That's
How about you, Thomas?
Mm,
That's exactly the sound of a cow.
it's a hard one.
yeah, that is a hard one. I don't think I have anything.
I think Mom would want a platypus tail because they're poisonous.
I don't want a tail.
You don't want a monkey tail
I
and
don't
help you
want-
balance?
Yeah, but I'd always be sitting on it with the way I sit.
Or a cat tail? They still help you balance.
Ooh, Mom could be, she could have fur, and then she'll be able to stay the perfect temperature.
You want Sheltie fur?
No, they stink like poop.
They stink like poop. Do you want dog ears? Then you can hear everything.
I already hear too much. You guys are so noisy.
Mom would want cat claws, so she wouldn't have to have a gun.
No, she wants cat teeth, so she doesn't have to worry about not being able to eat. You can just.
Wouldn't that be rodent teeth though?
No, you want cat teeth, or maybe dog teeth. Dogs can eat everything.
Maybe
Yeah,
she
but-
wants eyesight of a bird, but not anything of a bird because she's scared of birds.
Well, if you want bird bones, they're really brittle, but you'd weigh like half your body. It would be so much lighter.
Yeah, but I would hurt so bad.
Everything would just break easy.
Everything would hurt.
I mean, cats and dogs can see well in the night if you want night vision, but you'd be colorblind.
She already is. She thinks we're Filipino. Just kidding.
She's colorblind.
I'm reverse colorblind. I see the minority in you.
Oh god. Do you want an owl's neck so you can just turn
No,
your
you
head?
pick. I told you I don't want anything. I don't want to be part aminal.
You gotta pick one.
I'm not going to be part aminal.
You gotta
Scares
have
me.
all of the aminals. We're gonna replace every part now with an aminal.
I think Mom wants monkey arms. They're extra long, but they're really strong.
That just looks creepy. I don't want to look creepy. Yes, you do.
She wants
No, you
baboon
don't.
eyes, where the whites of her eyes are bronze.
Do you want a kangaroo pouch so you can just keep
Yeah.
babies with you all the time? Aww.
I'll take axolotl cells.
Oh, so you could keep regrowing? Oh, that's not bad, actually.
I think Mom wants a skin of a sun bear.
They're not bad.
You know how many people have died in China?
Yeah,
At
because
least
they
two.
didn't respect the sun bear. The nature's moon bear equivalent.
All right.
Oh, you mean because of the sun?
So you guys are gonna think it's weird, but I want reptile eyelids because they have two eyelids.
Mm-hmm. They have double.
I want to be able to see underwater and still be able to see. So I blink and I blink.
Annie, you just want to be a naga.
Hurtful.
I'll call you.
I feel like axolotl cells, I could regenerate my eye cells and have not to wear glasses.
It is a cool concept though. I mean, I thought about gills, but like you'd want to be amphibian. You want to do
Mhm.
both. You wouldn't want to be like only water breathing.
Yeah. You could take like a penguin's lungs.
I don't even remember what I said.
You wanted cow eyes.
Yeah, cow eyes.
I want to give.
I don't know.
I'm gonna smoke my Marlboro and be like, "My name is Marlene," and blink with my big old cow eyes.
Stare directly into their soul. My name is Marlene.
Oh.
So stupid. All the names, and I have to pick Marley.
Yeah, but what would you actually name yourself? What would you actually name yourself, Mom? If you
It's
could,
too late. I've gone on too long with Charlene. I don't even know.
so you don't want to be like Evangeline or like
According to Michelle's car, she's just Char.
Char in my car.
I'll never forget over that. Get over that. Me and her, she'd come back from my dental appointment thing, driving me home, and she'd be like, text Charlene, blah, 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 blah. And at one point, it was like the eagle has landed at one point, and it went, texting Char, eagle, 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 or something like that. It was like, what did you pick up?
all right. Michelle, what is your favorite month/season?
I like the transition season, so I like spring and fall. I prefer spring. I'm a 70s sunny with a little bit of wind kind of girl. But I don't mind cool, wet 68s with leaves falling around. So April to August-ish without summer in the middle.
She hates the summertime.
Well, it's just so darn hot.
I hate summer.
All right, Thomas, what is your favorite season/month?
You already know it's fall.
What month? Pick a month. Your
October.
birthday?
Well, sometimes October's too
it's like
early.
mid-September to November.
No, it's more like mid-October to mid-November.
What about you, Mom?
I'll fall.
All fall? What month?
I'll fall.
September? Both your boys have a birthday?
Yeah, but September can still be a little hot, but I like September, October.
That's fair. I guess I'm the only one who really likes winter time.
I used to love the winter.
I love late February, early March because it's either really nice and cold or it's starting to get springy.
Yeah, actually, spring is lovely too. But I used to love the winter, but now I'm like, ooh, it's too cold.
But I like
Get up and pee.
I like cozying up in winter.
I like the
Yeah.
cozy, like wearing sweaters, but I also love early spring because it's still chilly cold, but it's pretty outside. I like dewy mornings.
You like the Dewey Decimal System?
No, I don't. I hate it actually.
Hey, I see an old grandfather.
If you could have an extra room in your house, what would it be?
Crafting
Like,
room.
this is a- Oh, Michelle's gonna get a crafting room. Where are you, Mom?
Oh my god, now I have one more room to clean.
Guess that's the
What would your
closet for her
be?
cleaning.
Well, we technically do. It's called the attic.
I have one more room. What would it be?
Yeah, just like a nice. Do you want like an actual gym room?
I want a room where I can have a nice window overlooking the lake so I can paint.
Ooh, so Michelle's gonna join you. You guys are gonna have a crafting room together, but it's gonna have a view.
Yeah, it's gotta have a view.
Thomas, what kind of room would you want?
Or just a reading room.
Do you want like a video game room or a library?
It would probably be like a recreation room, kind of like theirs. One with a nice sunset. Well, not sunset.
Only sunset.
Morning.
Like
Like
a
when we had
good-
those white curtains right there, I love the morning glow. That
I
comes
know,
from.
it was pretty in the morning here.
No, it's not.
Yeah, she did get you animal print. That's weird.
I know, right?
Schmitty's gonna yell at you.
I know. This is so stupid.
Annie, you?
Oh, so I'm torn because I'm kind of with Michelle on wanting like a crafty room. But if let's say we all live in the same house and you guys all decided to make this really nice, fancy room that's got a great view, good lighting, craftness in it. I want a pool. I want an indoor pool.
See, I was really close to saying that too.
I want an indoor
Okay, I change.
pool.
I want just a reading room then. I just want one with a view and a lounge chair that I can read. Cause I have a lot of anxiety about all these crafts that are laying out. I don't feel good about that.
You're just in the loft upstairs. Think of it like the same.
I know,
size-
but you're like, oh, mom, and they're gonna have crap. I don't want a bunch of crafts laying around.
You know, in my head, I imagine it as like the room we had at the Great Wolf Lodge, where you were on the loft upstairs with your little reading and you're overlooking the big glass opening, and Michelle's downstairs making a mess in the craft room, and right next door, me and Thomas are hanging out in the indoor pool. Specifically indoor.
Thomas,
It's
Mhm.
private.
I love that. Remember that one hotel we stayed at that had the indoor pool?
I love indoor pools.
I always tell people that my son always said, let's go back to our beach house, you know, the one with the doors that do this. And I'm like, oh, that's the elevator.
Yeah, our beach house. Mom.
Yeah. Okay, wow, we sound good.
We do.
We bought it for 4 days.
We're renting it out right now.
Yeah.
All the other people. All right, Michelle. Where in outer space would you want to be the first person to travel to? If you could go anywhere and there's no limitations.
And I can survive no matter what?
Yes.
The sun.
Okay.
I mean, it is a feat.
I will be the
Not as-
brightest person anyone has ever seen.
Oh my god, Michelle's going to the sun.
I'm not going.
Michelle's like, I hate the hot, but also, I'm going to the sun.
I was,
See you later.
Annie, I was gonna say, is it a way there and back for free?
It
For
just
free, it's
says
gonna
where to
cost you.
travel to in outer
It's gonna
space.
cost you
so-
$50 to get back, but you can get back.
It's gonna cost $7.
Because if I can get back the same way, through a black hole.
You want to go through a black hole?
Let's see what's like.
How much is gonna be more spaghetti boy?
You would be so spaghetti. And probably time spaghetti. I don't even know what fourth dimension being you would come out as.
I don't know.
Or what kind of transition you'd go through before coming back.
Are you saying I'm transitioning?
Yeah, but not in the traditional sense. Mom, where in space
Not
would you
going.
like to go? You're not going to
She's
space?
afraid of heights, Annie.
Oh my god, heights, all alone, in a container. It ain't happening.
We can give you a big container. It could be like the size of the house.
Oh, and what am I taking with me? A bird?
No.
It's a nightmare. The whole thing is a nightmare.
But Mom, think of all the crafts on the floor.
I have to keep my eyes closed the whole time. It's gonna be irrelevant.
We're there.
I can't. I gotta keep my eyes closed till we get back.
So stupid.
Yeah, someone was meant to stay here on Earth. So where are you going?
Where am I going?
Keep that up. You're going to be another one of these.
He already is right now. I don't really know. There's a lot of stuff in space I really like, but there is a planet in Andromeda that they say might contain life like ours. I wouldn't mind trying to see if that's true. I wouldn't mind being the space alien invader instead of them to us.
But you'll probably die.
No, I won't.
Thomas, that
What's
was so
different?
ominous.
I know exactly.
He's like, you won't make it.
Michelle will be on the sun. She can't help you.
That's not true.
I'm coming back as a weird creature.
Mom, I will be the first person on the sun. I will claim it, I will absorb its power, and I will become my own light source.
I
Mom,
thought-
you don't have two suns, you have three.
and
And you thought Tom was transitioning.
I just have radiation.
It's true.
Shall you have to stay at least 600,000 light years away from us?
I will give you cancer.
oh my god.
Shake my hand and you'll feel the heat.
You'll know when I walk into a room, I really bring the energy out of people.
All right, Thomas, where's my box of cards? Oh, it's right there.
You done?
Well, this is all done. We've gone through pretty much everything.
We go
There's
into
a
the
whole bunch
couples
of- I thought
now.
there was a bunch of cards on each, a bunch of questions on
There's
each
two
one.
on each card. But
Oh,
some of
it's
them
not
are
front
stupid.
and back.
I didn't do all of them because some of them are stupid.
Yeah, like we all know the answer to. Like, would you rather be a rich and popular or not rich and popular or something like that? I don't know. Maybe knows what I'm talking about.
Those are stupid choices.
Oh, this is like, do you consider yourself to be conservative, moderate, or liberal?
Yeah.
If you could start your own business, what business would it be? With an additional $100 every week, what would you do?
Oh my god, I lost it.
Would you rather be popular, have money, or extra free time? Now, question. By popular, does this mean like I'm a celebrity?
Yes.
I'm gonna say extra free time. I value my free time. I love free time.
Me too.
Mom?
Say money.
Well, I mean, Annie, you know why I
Because
choose
if you
this
have money, you
job.
can buy your time.
Well, it depends on how much money.
I get
Yeah,
so
but
sad
if I
watching
have
all
money, then you guys will have plenty of
Yay.
Good job, Mom.
time.
All right, what are you looking forward to about becoming elderly?
Not working.
People stop looking at me weird when I say my old bones ache.
Having gray hair and not being judged. Because I have gray hair and people all the time, wow, you have a lot of gray hair. Shut up, I know. So irritating.
I get told, hey, is that a gray hair every once in a while? And I'm like, probably. We inherited it from Pepe.
Ugh, it's so irritating.
I don't
It's like,
mind.
okay, fine, I have it, but stop commenting on it.
Stop.
I like my gray hairs.
All right, Michelle, what do you look forward to about being old?
The life experience that I'll have by that age.
She speaks like a true vampire. I've acquired lots of experience.
Rich
This is such a
cars, young women, and fast money. You guys okay?
I'm reading the cards. What's something you've tried that you'll never want to try again?
Potato salad.
Turkey. That drop zone at the park.
Oh my god.
I had the worst panic attack getting on that stupid ride that I literally had people in the line recording me because of how much I was freaking out. And I ran away when they let me off and I cried. It was the worst. And Stephanie was like, we'll try again later. I was like, no again later.
I mean, remember when she tried to get me to ride that roller coaster and I adamantly refused?
Yeah, it's just like I don't know why people want to put you in your fear zone.
I think we're like them and we'll overcome it. But I'm not Stephanie. And first of all, I get car sick. So all of it. It hurts my stomach. I feel it rising when you're on those rides. Is the worst feeling.
I jumped off a high dive once. I would never do that again. Ever. I feel a little nauseous right now. I need to lay down.
What about you?
What?
Something you've tried to do before, but you'll never try it again.
Corn dogs.
Oh, Michelle. I'm so sorry.
Your traumatized childhood.
Yeah, that's funny.
I just don't like
I
them.
like how
I like cornbread. I like hot dogs. I just can't have them together. Touching. Mm-mm.
Touching, loving each other.
Wrapped in each other.
As
I
they
like
envelop
how
each other in a matrimony of marriage, I can't do it.
I like how two of us picked something that has to technically do with heights.
Well, Mom picked hers because I brought up that she was thinking food experience like you,
And
you said
then-
that.
And then we all said food.
Well, you and Michelle said food. I said the thing that gave me absolute nightmares, which was the drop zone thing.
I also
Maybe
wouldn't
it-
ever do an ectopic pregnancy again, but
Yeah, she tried that. She's out.
All right, Mom. What parenting technique do you disapprove of that your parents used on you? I know you did stuff different with us that your parents did to you because you were like, I didn't really like that.
Really? Like what?
Like you actually talked to us versus you and your mom. I know your mom was very like, I don't
Yeah, so I don't know that there's.
techniques.
Yeah, but I see techniques I don't like. I don't like reasoning with children that are too young to reason. It's like when parents are just like, okay, let's not do that. Hey, Bobby, stop doing that. It's like, I don't like that. It's like a yes and a no, keep them from the fire.
Is that why you yanked me out of the street when I wanted to get hit by a car?
Yeah, you only wanted to do that once. Bet you that's something you wouldn't want to do again.
I don't know.
I'm not a parent, so I can't really comment.
Yeah.
I know I'll never do Dad's technique,
Which one?
the food one.
Oh,
You don't
that.
want to eat that? You have to wait till the morning and you'll try it then. If you're still not going to eat it, you have to eat it for lunch.
I might
If you're
do.
still not going to eat it, you're going to eat it for dinner.
I might do Dad's kneeling technique.
That actually isn't bad. To me, the food thing gets me. But I'm a food person, so I think that might be where problems lie.
Maybe that's why I'm not a food person. Oh, Annie. No wonder why I couldn't find it.
Oh, it was on you all alone. Thomas, you should position it so Michelle can actually see us.
You either get charge or you get shell. You don't get both.
Why doesn't the stand fit on that arm piece?
Because I didn't bring it. In fact, can you believe them? They're yelling at me.
Would you rather work hard or have everything handed to you?
At this point, everything handed to me. Please, I'm so tired of working.
I was gonna say, just hand it to me. I
Why
don't
would
mind.
anyone want to work hard when they could have everything handed to them? Then you could do like what
Thomas,
you
can you
want.
tilt it down more?
If you want to fall onto the floor, I can try. No. I mean, you can look at Wesson right there.
Oh, hi, Wesson.
Lean her hair against this stuff.
Oh, you want to see her?
Mom told me to angle her towards Schmidt.
Oh, I did not.
Angle her towards mom.
Oh, look at
It's
me.
gonna fall.
I can only see half of Mom's face.
So
Is it the good half?
The lower half.
No, it's the lower half. How about now? Can you see
Yeah.
it? What are you doing, pepperoni? What are you doing? What's he doing? All right, well, everybody go to bed now.
Taking us out?
Kicking you out. No, but somebody's got to clean up this mess.
That's your job.
No, I clean up poop.
Yeah,
That's what
we're your little shits. Clean up.
Wipe my butt!
No. No.
No.
Have you
No.
ever had a reoccurring dream? I have, but
Tell us about it.
you already know about my reoccurring dream.
She married an alligator.
Right? And then I had another dream where I saved you, but then actually the following dream was when we saved Aunt Lorraine. It's a weird dream that we walk through a museum and then hell's at the end. I don't know why it's that dream.
Yeah. Thomas, do you have a recurring dream?
Nope.
Mine is I'm crawling through the little tent thing that we had at the old house in the playroom. That little red, yellow, and blue tent. And then I fall down the hill.
Thomas, He has
We
to go
ignore
out.
him, Mother.
he has to go out.
No, he doesn't. He was literally just out barking.
No, he wasn't. That wasn't just out. It's been a while.
Mom, I let him out after all the gifts were open again.
I know, but look at he has to go potty.
Do you go outside?
Apparently this one's got to go too.
was a rumble.
You guys
Annie,
are just out there. I don't
put your-
understand.
Annie put a shirt on inside out.
What else is new?
Is it inside out or is that fashion?
It's inside out.
That's like,
I had a coworker
Don't
come to
feel
work
whiny
with their
and not
inside out.
All right, guys, I have to go to bed. This is exhausting.
Why are you like this?
all right, Mom. What would you?
Can you turn this one off?
No. God. So
Oh, yeah.
Now I can't see. Mom is just a blob.
Well, I mean, my camera still.
Yeah, but now I can
record.
see her really well.
All right, what would you change about the world, Mom?
Oh, I would make the world kinder. I would make it
What
so we
far?
I would love it if we could all truly get along. I mean, I know that sounds really lame, but
No free will, only worker ants.
no, I mean, if we could all, if people would really genuinely like scientists could work together, if we could truly figure out
My
like
dogs are
disease
barking.
and world problems.
I already put them out. They must have heard the neighbor go out.
Told you they didn't need to use the restroom. My glasses fell. Don't step on them. I will be pissed.
I would ask this one, were you really embarrassed? But I fear that people don't want to share their embarrassing moments.
Why?
Because they're embarrassing. When I was in 8th grade, was it 8th grade? Remember? Deloitte Thompson came out behind me and he goosed me and I farted. That was, I think, one of my most embarrassing moments. I just remember thinking if I could just close my eyes tight enough, if I crawl on my knees all the way home, it won't have happened. That's even when I run into him now. I'm like, he probably acts like he doesn't remember, but I like totally remember.
I don't know.
When I was in 8th grade, Deloitte Thompson came up behind me and he goosed me and I farted.
That's funny.
That's not funny. It was so embarrassing. I'm still embarrassed.
It's cute that that's the most embarrassing.
It's
to you, though.
horrible. It's the horriblest thing. Oh, Deloitte.
Where do you see yourself living when you were old, Michelle?
A grave? I don't know how to answer that.
Like, do you want to move to Colorado to be with the older siblings? Do you want to go to Kansas to be near Pam and her baby? Do you want to go to Canada because you hate being an American? Like, what are your plans?
Are you okay, Eddie? That sounded personal.
Oh, no.
You know, demonic single again.
I avoid him because of that.
Because of his single nature.
No, because of his persistence nature.
Mom, Annie's refusing to get a boyfriend again.
Good job, Annie.
Thanks, Mom.
You'll never get grandchildren.
Damn it.
You don't want grandkids from me anyway.
Yes, I do.
I'm like your most inept daughter. All I do is get fat and I'm afraid of everything.
Right. And your daughter's going to be the complete opposite of that. She's going to be outgoing and worldly.
Even worse.
She'll work for FedEx and she'll drive everywhere.
Wow.
Why are you making us make more worker ants, Mom? Why can't she just be an entrepreneur and have her own business? Why does she have to work for FedEx?
Maybe be a crypto wallet.
Also, why did she go to FedEx? They pay terribly. Scott would know.
Oh, that's right. We don't support FedEx anymore. Where's he working now? Does anybody know?
Not a clue.
No.
It's Scott. We'll know in 20 years.
More like 8 when Luke tells us.
Yeah.
And we'll be like, oh, cool.
What was the question?
I don't know.
Where do you see yourself growing old?
Oh,
Yeah. When you're old, where would you like to go?
hell. Hopefully to the Bahamas sipping on a pina colada to the end of my days.
Really? You want to go to the beach?
Why is that surprising? I wasn't against the beach.
She was the only one.
That like the beach.
Exactly. Solidarity, man. You can have my condo. You can
Why
have
does
my
it have to be a beach
you
house?
can have my beach condo.
Why can't we have a lake house or like a cabin?
I would love all of those things.
You
Get
only
to
get
But
one.
apparently all you have to give me is time. When what we need is money.
Michelle can give you money. That's
She
what
is on the
did.
sun, for God's sake. We can't even go near her anymore.
I'm in Andromeda. I'm like way further than the sun.
I am probably even further than Annie.
Actually,
You're not even human
Who
anymore.
knows where the hell the black hole spit me out?
true.
Thomas is gonna get skinny.
Or really
Skinny legend.
Ugh.
Okay, Mom. Would you want more or less siblings?
Oh. More. I want Danny back.
No, that's the current amount. You have to add new people or get rid of the people that currently exist.
Oh no, I would add. I wouldn't subtract. Plus, then I wouldn't be a baby anymore.
That's not true. You could add before yourself.
Mm.
You want Uncle
Artie
Artie to
wouldn't
have
allow that.
I was gonna say he gets to be the second one.
Artie
He
wouldn't
would be
allow
so
that.
not happy.
So bitter.
Well, you already know there's a child between me and Michelle. That'd have been kind of cool. There would have been 3
Yeah.
girls. Boys would have been outnumbered. Thomas.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean we can't. Mom wouldn't had another boy.
True. She could have just keep going. Do you want? How many do you want, Mom?
We don't even know if the one between you was a girl.
Oh, I thought her name was Rose.
Mm-mm.
It was just a thought.
Yeah.
Oh, well, his name is Rose.
Bro.
What is the most scared you've ever been? I'll go first because Mom thinks I'm stupid. I watched that stupid Pulse movie where the ghosts were coming in through the radio waves. And I was frightened. And I turned off all of my electronics. And I was so afraid I was going to die. And Mom watched that horror movie and she was like, I've never been scared of a horror movie less. Like, this isn't even scary. And I'm like, ah!
Which literally any other horror movie terrifies me. Any of them. Just line them up. Even the stupid little creature features when I was growing up, and the old werewolf movies. Now you look at them and you're like, that scared you? Yeah. Oh.
No, I was afraid of ghosts coming through technology. It could happen.
That's only if Thomas is in the 4th dimension.
Welcome.
Well, I think he likes his stuff. He's got his eye thing on and he's playing with his fidget spinner. So
I'm glad he likes the
I think the most scared I've ever been is whenever we first moved into the townhouse and we were all sleeping in the basement, and I woke up in the middle of the night, or I don't even remember when, and I looked over to the weird little closet storage room area, and I saw this giant golden man shape from the light, and I just stared at it, and I blinked a few times. And I just got like an overwhelming sense of fear that I laid down and I covered myself in blankets because, nothing can hurt you if you cover yourself in blankets. And I remember just staring at the TV, which was just on a blue screen, and everyone else was asleep. And I remember just staring at the
I
blue
remember you
screen.
telling us about that. You were like, guys, but I slept in the basement, and not only was I not afraid of anything down there, but like, I don't know. I thought it was
She
funny.
fought the demons.
I kept them from you guys because I made sure the radio waves were at the right signal, I guess.
She put it on AM instead of FM. Harder to
I
communicate
remember
with.
one time me and Annie were talking about ghosts, and Annie was like, I remember one day I woke up with my light turned on. I never sleep with my light on. There was something breathing and hovering over me, and there was nothing
Okay,
there.
I
Okay,
remember
I don't
that.
like this talk.
So it was in the middle of the day, and I was laying on my bed, and I sleep with my blanket over my head because it gets so cold in my room. So one day I felt the light turn on, like I could feel the click, and then my bed sunk down, and I felt hot, like breath on where my head was, and I got mad because I thought it was the sibling. So I wasn't scared at this point. And I ripped off my blanket and I looked around and no one was there. But Jazzy was. So I don't know how the light got turned on, but there was a dog. And I assume, even though I thought it was a ghost for a while, that the movement was a ghost. It probably was Jazzy. And I don't know if like Robert or Thomas went down there, flipped the switch, and ran away because they were so scared of me. I would get so mad.
I remember another one of you telling me that you were sleeping one day and then you heard Mom's voice outside of the sliding door in the
Oh my
window
God.
calling for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she opened the door.
Yeah, I turned the alarm off and I opened the door. And no one was there. I literally woke myself up out of sleep because I heard that. Turned off the alarm and opened the door to let Mom in.
And Mom
And I
hasn't
was
been
like,
the same ever since.
and Mom was all like, Annie, why would I do that? And I'm like, why wouldn't you if you were locked out of the house? You know I sleep in the basement. You literally could try to wake me up to let you in. It seems actually like the smartest move. Although I don't know how you'd get yourself locked out with the alarm off.
Exactly. See, now you're thinking.
No.
I remember one time I was upstairs and I was taking pictures. This was like middle school, like Michelle's emo era. And I was taking pictures in the full length mirror because I was trying to feel good about myself. And I remember Robert's bedroom door slamming shut, like slamming shut. And I looked in his room. There was no windows, there was no other doors open. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm terrified. That wasn't normal.
Mom's room probably had a window open because
It didn't. I
that's not.
checked everywhere. And Mom wasn't even home. It was just us, siblings. It was like 7 or 8 o'clock. And it like slammed shut like someone was mad. I was like, oh. And I used to see faces in the closet all the time as well.
Well, to be honest, you got a very active imagination. That's not surprising.
I used to watch it's Haunting.
Oh, I don't like
A
this.
bunch of ghost stories.
Oh, I remember you used to watch that. It's such a bad ghost show.
It would scare the shit out of me.
It's okay. I wasn't scared of things like that. Just the ghosts in the radio.
What about Thomas? Or did he pass out?
What were you afraid of, Thomas?
Mm.
I know it's time when you probably were scared when you were driving in the snow and you crashed.
I had my heart skip a beat, but I wasn't really scared, honestly. Because where I was, if it was farther down the road, I probably would have been scared. But since it was so close, it was like, oh, I'm good. I don't know. I mean, there's a few nights I've just had bad monster thoughts in my head, and then I'm like, well, now I'm turning the light on and sleeping with that light on. Stuff like that.
That's fair. I like this. What is something bad you did but you don't regret because you had to do it? That makes me think of that stupid YMCA thing where Michelle and Robert had to make those things together. And Robert couldn't thread it, so he kept saying, Michelle, can you do this? And Michelle would do it. And the teacher was like, don't do it for him. Let him do it on his own. And Michelle's so defiant, she went, no, I'm helping him. Screw you. Michelle's fighting the man.
My brother needed help. You expect me not to help him?
Yes, he needs to do it on his own. I love the fact that you wouldn't let him do it on his own. You totally were helping him.
Well, he kept asking for help.
Yeah, and you guys shouldn't have been doing it anyway. You guys were, it was like a stupid donation for donator things.
It was fucking child labor. That's all it was. They're like, you have to create 10 of these and you can go watch Sailor Moon with your sister. And I'm like, fuck.
I was playing Neopets in the computer room while you guys were doing that.
Yeah. They were
That's
basically child laboring us in front of our sibling who got privileges.
Well, I was old enough, but also like there was a homework room because I was homework age, so I was doing that. And then if you finished your homework, you could go to the computer lab or to the sport room. And guess where I wanted to go?
The sport room.
Ah, yeah. That's where Annie's known to be until this day.
I opt to go to sport room. Uh-oh.
Get her! Mom's trying to escape!
Mom.
Mom's going upstairs.
Yeah, she's tired.
And I'm taking all my bags with me.
I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even remember doing that for Robert. So I'm just gonna accept that it's true.
I like it because Robert said that's his favorite memory. That's one of his favorite memories, is just asking for Michelle to help him. Michelle going, okay, and the teacher coming over. You can't do that for him. And you being like, screw you. I'll do what I want.
It's the stupidest thing. It's the stupidest thing to
But
prevent.
it's-
I don't even get it.
I love it because it's such a Michelle personality of you're still gonna get yourself in trouble even when you're doing the right thing.
Concerning about my character.
One of my favorite memories is when all of us were playing Smite in Arena. Shell picked Hell and immediately got hit on. Annie did one thing and the dude immediately yelled at her. Robert in the beginning said hi and the dude loved him and I got whispered by an enemy all in that one game.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Why do I get yelled at? What did I do wrong, Thomas? That gets me yelled at.
I don't know. Annie, I don't know. You got natural aggro.
Natural aggro. Annie, it's better than getting hit on and not understanding what's happening in game.
I found it hilarious because it doesn't matter who Shell is. she could be a monster, and they're like, hey.
It doesn't matter who I am. I could be the sexy chick or a monster, and they're like,
Fuck you.
your entire existence makes me angry.
All right, guys. Merry Christmas.
And then I could just be randomly minding my own business, and then one of the enemies is like, hi, hello, my name is blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, okay, hi.
Good night, baby Shell.
Night,
Love
Mom.
you.
Love you more.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And-
Merry Mishmash.
One of my favorite memories with Annie was whenever me and her decided to finally become friends rather than enemies. She would let me hang out with her in her room, and I played a weird game on her iPad. Or on my iPad? On a iPad. With like these weird pixel characters and a sword, and we were talking about it the whole time.
I don't remember this game. What is this game?
There was like 4 people, and you could choose between a boy or a girl, and I chose a girl, and she had a giant sword.
And I think it's the DS game, the White Knight Chronicle thing that you and Robert loved.
White Knight Chronicles wasn't a pixel game. And it wasn't on the iPad. That was on the PS.
It was on the DS.
It might have been on the DS. No, because it was
But-
definitely on an iPad. Because it had the weird rolly thing. And I remember I wasn't allowed to sit on Annie's bed. So I sat on her floor while Annie sat on her bed.
Annie had horrible emotional issues, okay?
But it was my favorite memory because I was like, Annie, and you're like, yeah, you can come in. I was like, oh wow, I'm allowed in Annie's room. And you were like, here, play this game. I want to just talk to you. We were like talking about My Immortal, about this fan fiction you were reading, about the storyline, and you helped me with the game, and I was like, what do I do next? And I remember I beat the game, and then it just restarted over with a different armor color for my character. I was like, okay.
Remember this game.
You do?
I
Yeah.
don't remember the game.
I remember it because it was like I was fighting something for like a kingdom. I was like a low comer and a low swordsman, and something happened to the kingdom, and I started gaining people, and there was like a sorcerer, a barbarian, and some sort of shield guy, and I was like a sword girl. And it was like not a platformer, but like one where you just kind of move across the screen and hit everything in front of you. And it was all story oriented.
I wish I remembered this game. I don't remember this game. And I still have that iPad.
And I remember
I like-
you taking me into your room and showing me how to draw, and then immediately kicking me out because you would get upset because I wasn't doing it right.
You're
job,
not
Robin.
learning. Get out. You're not retaining. I never said I was a good teacher.
What's 2 + 2? 5! Get out of my classroom!
I know, Atlas. Annie had emotional issues in high school, okay? I'm sorry.
But that was like the time that you decided that I wasn't your enemy, I was your friend, and you let us be sisters.
Well, it wasn't that I was your enemy. I didn't like anybody. I hated myself. I hated Mom. I hated everybody. I was bullied in school. I wanted to be alone. So when I finally started to calm down and kind of just come to terms with the fact of my life, I was like, all right, I'll finally like start like trying to be like with Michelle again, like we used to do when we were little. But I'm not very good at,
Communication.
yeah, communicating.
I remember there would be some days I would try to hang out with you, and you were like, "No, leave me alone." And some days you were like, "Oh yeah, no, we can talk. You can stay on the
Oh
other
my god,
side of
you
the
know my
door."
hormones.
It was just funny. It was funny. I think me and Robert were the closest siblings.
You were. Because poor Robert, I wasn't exactly nice to him. I wasn't mean to him, but I was like, leave me alone. God, I don't want to hang out with you. I want to be alone.
And Thomas really never spoke.
He did. He just was a chill little thing, doing his own little thing with his little by self.
One of those blue cards was said, "What was the most patient person you've ever met?" And I was like, "Well, it's myself."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thomas is not only patient, but he's persistent.
What do you mean?
Like, I've seen him in Smite and in other things. Sometimes he'll just do something over and over and over and over again just to make sure it gets done. He's like, I have to do it. I have to do this thing.
Like that one time Thoth whispered me because I kept targeting him this tier. Because he killed me once, and I was like, "You're gonna." And then I killed him like 7 times, or got him killed 7 times. He's like, "What did I do to you?" And I was thinking, "You killed me." Another time I was really persistent was in Bloodborne. You weren't here for it, Shell. Annie wanted a stupid weapon that the last boss dropped to play the character. And I was like, "Oh, I'll go the other way to get it, which is in the labyrinths." And this one boss, Shell, I kid you not, I fought over 100 times trying to kill it. And looking it up later, Shell, it is ranked as like 6th of the top 10 hardest bosses to kill.
I remember you actually got frustrated.
I was so mad at that boss.
Because you just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I mean, I tried. And Robert tried. I remember that. You guys all sat, like, doing it over and over. Thomas did it till he literally got Robert upset. And then we switched to talk, like, and Robert did it. And Robert, like, thought up different plans, changed the build, went at it, died immediately. He went at it until he got Robert mad and gave it back to Thomas, who calmed down and was like, all right, I watched you do some stuff. I think I have an idea. And Thomas immediately would just die right away. And he was like, I don't know. I can't do this. I don't know.
And then the next day I'd come back, try it 30 more times with my own build, because Robert's build sucked. And I eventually got it. I remember I was so relieved that day, because he was 1 hit from death again. And he killed me so many times when I was 1 hit away from killing him. I was so pissed.
I like how our family uses each other as resources whenever things are difficult.
I've always used you guys as a resource. I'm like, crap, I don't know what the hell to do here. Sibling, you! Sibling number 5! Come.
Well, my thing was, I remember Robert was playing Crash Bandicoot and he couldn't fight this one boss. And I remember he got so mad he threw the controller down. This is when we were at Scott's. And he threw the controller down. He got really upset, and I was like, "Let me try." And I like got it in 1 turn. And he was like, "How did you do it?" And I was like, "I don't know." And I got up and I walked out of the room because Robert started getting angry because he had no idea how I did it.
It's kind of like Robert.
Yeah, it's very Robert.
But it's almost like if one of us can't do it, everyone else has to try until we get it.
I know what you mean, though.
Because I'll turn to you guys before I turn to anyone else. I'm like, Annie, my arm hurts. And you're like, you probably need to decapitate it. Or I'm like, Robert, I don't understand this IT thing. And he's like, oh, let me take over your computer.
Yeah, I go to Robert going, hey, what is this? And he's like, oh, just this, this, and this. And I'm like, what? You made no sense plus more.
Uh-huh.
Glad Robert stopped playing Lord Hell.
Me too. I actually hated hearing him play it.
It was
he would get so mad, and it would be like you're like so not fun to play with.
Shell, sometimes I still miss you in Smite.
He played with the Persephone shell, and we missed you. I was watching him going, "Oh, that's Michelle."
And then I went, no, it's not. She'd be 3 levels lower, but she wouldn't have 10 deaths.
And she also would be clearing the middle.
Well, she was clearing the middle. She was doing that part. But she had 10 deaths. She wouldn't leave lane. She was playing like it was Assault. I always found that funny, how at the very start of Smite, it was like going fine. Then all of a sudden, Shell's game is like, hey, I'm going to delay, and you're not going to get any level.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Then we're all level 7, and Shell comes in at level 3, and she's like, oh god, they're targeting me, and gets away anyway.
Yeah, she was elusive.
And we're like, how did she do that? As I'm killing someone in their backline.
Yeah, you were very good at disrupting them. But I was also, Robert and me were pretty good frontline team.
I like how our family's really good at working together. Apparently not a lot
We are
of families are.
What do you want? Thomas, what does he want?
Oh,
Thomas, touch him.
too far.
Is he upset that mom went upstairs?
I have no idea.
Does he want us in the computer area?
Do you want to go potty? Do you go outside?
Does he carry down the stairs?
You can be on the deck. Not very good deck anyway.
Shell, our sister walked away.
Oh, does that mean you're gonna go to bed?
No. You have 40 seconds till the barking commences.
Michelle, why are you making faces at the camera?
Why are you making faces on camera?
Because I don't like my face being on camera.
I don't know.
I'm going to just stare at my wife's instead. I have many wives. They don't ever acknowledge each other, which is weird because they're all in the same room.